Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Stella Sora. In the last part, we wrapped up chapter 5. Chapter 5 story, where we went undercover in the United Harvest to dig up some, to fulfill a commission about something called, some gold, whatchamacallit. Now we got a new story, which actually I was kind of surprised that the story actually came by so soon. It's only been like what? Well, as of the moment of this recording, all the entire chapter 5 hasn't actually been. Well, by the time, I lied. By the time, well, never mind, I lied. Just forget what I just said. It's been about a week since I finished the last story, which is pretty fast for a chapter update. But yeah, we got chapter 6 we got to go through now, so that's what we're gonna do. Also, we got a new new trucker. We got this little lady. Not her, we already have her. This lady, we got her. I managed to get her, and I got really lucky on her. I got her in the first try, which so I was kind of surprised I actually got her so easily. Sadly, I was trying to get her disc, which ended up taking a lot of my resources. I haven't actually got it yet. I kind of gave up on it because I was spending too much on it. Because I spent like 15,000 of my shit for it, so I decided to quit while I still had some shit left over. So it is what it is. I probably won't get her a disc, but I got the main trucker, so that's fine. Yeah. So trucker update. Everyone's still kind of like around the same level as I was before. These require a lot of materials and a lot of money, and which I'm kind of running low on. So I'm gonna have to start doing some shit to get some resources back. But yeah, I now that I have Ferenz, I once again have every single trucker. So let's just continue the story. Let's do it. Miracle of a Flicker. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Grind 3 forest elf fangs to dust, snip 2 jade feathers into pieces, then drop them into 4 ounces of night reef seawater and give it a good shake. Whoa, Dad, it turned purple, just like you said it would. But how? I didn't use anything purple. You just sneak something magic in there to change the color. I didn't touch a thing, I promise. It's magic inside the ingredients. They react to create that beautiful hue. You have a gift for sensing magic, friends. Have a little faith. You brewed this potion all by yourself. Does that mean I can come to the R&D and be your assistant now? Maybe when you're older. For now, just focus on your studies. Yeah, studies. By the time I graduate, the magic Radiant Grass will probably be running experiments for you already. You won't even need me. Don't worry, there's still a long way to go for that project. I mean, after you finish Fillion Academy and Grace Light Academy, there'll still be plenty of work left for you. I didn't realize even someone as amazing as you had to struggle so much with it. Dad, have you ever thought about quitting? It does get tough sometimes, but I believe this research will bring convenience and happiness to people. The company of my colleagues on my back, and I have you by my side, don't I? But enough about me. How's school lately? Every day's packed. I made a new friend, Nyx. She's actually pretty smart. I mean, not as smart as me, of course. Oh, Ferenz, you remember what I taught you about friendship? Of course. Never build a friendship on gain, and never ever betray a friend. A few years later, Monolith year 992. Giota de Feltro, sent accused of company treason, leaking confidential data to a witch from Scarlet Knight's media. You contest these charges. I do not. He confessed? No way. Why would the director of R&D sell it to a witch? Like he had a choice. Officer Nix is HQ's finest. You saw the evidence. Caught him red-handed. Probably wanted the Dora. But he's a director. Would he really turn traitor for a quick payout? Hey, money is money. Dave Feltrode got sloppy though. Nix has only been filleted for 2 months, and look at all that has been exposed. Word is she's been planning this since the academy. She's best friends with the Del Feltro girl. Probably used her to get close to the director. It's Adara's birthday today too. Putting her fall on trial now? These officers are ruthless. Shh, keep it down. The girl's in front of us. The girl in front of us. Isn't that her? Who cares? Father isn't a director anymore. He's just a convict. Father give everything to the United Harvest. I don't believe he'd do this. And if he did, he must have had a reason. Nix, why are you the plaintiff? Is the gossip true? Did you befriend me just to get to my father? Was I nothing but a lead to you? Why? It doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. Your Honor, Director Giotto de Feltro is guilty of embezzlement and the violation of trade secrets. On behalf of the Compliance Department, I formally submit these charges. I request an immediate ruling. Defendant Giotto del Feltro, do you have anything further to add? No, Your Honor. I betrayed the company. My crimes are unforgivable. Regarding the leak at the Filet R&D branch department, the facts are clear, and the evidence is conclusive. I'll now pass judge's sentence. The court finds you guilty of deliberately stalling the Mandrake Rating Arrest project to misappropriate significant funds and materials. This constitutes a crime of embezzlement. Furthermore, your unauthorized disclosure of classified data to Scarlet Sites which caused the company catastrophic losses. This malicious act constitutes a grave infringement of trade secrets. For these combined offenses, Giotto del Feltro is sentenced to life imprisonment without possibility of parole or commutation. Life imprisonment? No. How did it come to this? In the gallery, Dave's friends looked up, locking eyes with their father in the dock. The spirited man she remembers looks utterly broken. He shakes his head subtly as friends before looking away as company guards march him out. Friends turns to the plaintiff's stand, empty. Her former best friend, the inspector, is long gone. Throughout the trial, Nix's gaze swept the room, yet never once did it land on Ferenz. Why? Why today of all days? I thought we were best friends. A gentle voice speaks from behind her. Ferenz de Feltro, don't you see? To Nix, a friend is just an asset to be sold for profit. Actually, what you two had can hardly be called friendship at all. Do you desire the power to overturn this verdict? To clear your father's name? Who are you? I'm Darcia, executive of the United Harvest, Filet Branch. Stay by my side and I'll grant you the power to crush Nix. 3 years later, 1995. What? You shouldn't have done the compliance department of the Filet Branch. No, it's called a merger. Effective today, all local staff and duties of the compliance department fall under the director of operations. In other words, me. That makes you my direct report now, Inspector Nix. You're answer to me, not the HQ. Compliance inspectors answer only to HQ. You don't have the authority. People change. Rules evolve. The Senate resolution arrived yesterday. Read it. Resolution on Compliance Department restructuring. This is impossible. In the end, you brought this on yourself. Your blunder during Director Joseph's investigation, accusing an innocent senior tech, made the senior Senate question the competence of your entire department. In that case, three of the 4 witnesses changed their stories in court. The last one even suddenly claimed amnesia. They were obviously bought off. How could you just turn a blind eye? Watch your tone, Nix. You claim they were bought. Do you have a single shred of proof? To the Senate and to me, it looks more like you coerced them. You forced the testimony you needed to secure conviction. Just like you did at my father's trial. see now. You set me up, friends. All 4 witnesses were production staff. Your subordinates. This was all a trap you laid just to get revenge, wasn't it? Fine. You know, on my own, I will find the proof. This sentence as a resolution didn't revoke an inspector's right to independent investigation. Search yourself, but as of today, you belong to marketing. Those inspector privileges won't carry much weight down there. Knowing you, though, I'm sure you'll claw your way back. Oh, and if the workload proves too much, resigning is always an option. You somehow becoming more twisted than I remember. I saved this side for myself just for today. It is your birthday, after all. I've waited a long time to give you the celebration you deserve. Go to hell, friends. 3 years ago on your birthday, she took your father, Core. Today, you return the favor on hers. A demotion and a pay cut. Tell me, friends, is this enough revenge for you? Of course not, Lady Darcia. This is merely the opening move. Next, retain the title. Attacking the inspector openly would draw eyes from HQ, and I wouldn't dare interfere with her plans, my lady. You haven't let vengeance cloud your judgment. Good. Patience is everything. I use false witnesses to force an error, cutting her off from HQ support. Let her rot marking for now. Once her pride is shattered and she's totally cornered, I'll scar her for good. When that time comes, she'll be on her knees, weeping, begging for mercy. God, and I think she was once your closest friend. She was, but she was also the one who betrayed the bond first. You're right, Lady Darcia. Friends aren't just assets to be sold. Only power and you are worth serving. Well said, friends. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Keep working. One day I'll offer my true loyalty to the Master, and you'll destroy United Harvest to save your father. Master? Lady Darcia, just who is this master of yours? Oh boy. 4 years of service, Ferenz has never seen Darcy kneel so humbly before anyone, until now. But you are, your majesty. The one true tyrant. I, Darcy, I swear my eternal loyalty to you. United Harvest Fillet Branch is merely the barracks I built for you, and please consider it your temporary capital. Cast aside that false name enforced upon you. Remember your glory. Lead us, your pitiful subjects, and breathe new life into this devastated world. Body and soul, all that I am yours. The young girl becoming called Tyrant looks up, confused. Gaze meets Ferenz. So we accept this loyalty. We take this power and become the true Tyrant. Oh boy. Branching paths already? We just started! When the noble host was overthrown, the thralls would make their liberator known. As heroes grand, yet the outlander with greatest decline, the wilds left their fame behind. Thus nobles' bonds were broken, chains undone, the prosperous monoliths now shared by everyone. We read this already. False name. She talked about the title of boss. And what is this about offering her body and soul? No, back up. The executive director of United Harvest's fillet branch is on her knees in front of me. That alone is insane. Am I dreaming? Friend stands behind Darcy, remaining on her feet. She meets my gaze, eyes sharp and calculating. She's sizing me up. Before me, Darcy remains submissively on her knees, waiting for my response. Vita, you there? What's going on here? Tyrant, I lack sufficient permission to perform a set bout analysis. Yeah, that figures. However, as historical records indicate that those willing to follow you, to sacrifice themselves for your sake, were once as numerous as the stars. I recommend accepting Darcy's allegiance. You should also secure her loyalty via a soul pact to prevent betrayal. Got it. Go back in hibernation. Recommend as my will. Tyrant growth system again. All Vida wants is for me is to harvest souls, so I won't be getting any helpful intel from it. Looks like I'm on my own for this one. Darcia, you got the wrong person. I'm just the boss of the Boss Accord. You mean the tyrant, right? The legendary tyrant who supposedly just tried to destroy the monoliths? I make no mistakes, Your Majesty. The Boss Accord, or should I say the Tyrant Accord, is the company of the legendary tyrant. Boss is merely a vulgar label imposed by history. Guess there's no change in your mind then. Also, could you stand up? I'm not really used to people talking to me from the floor. Thank you, Your Majesty. However, your phrasing changing my mind is inaccurate. The truth of your story has been smeared and distorted 1,000 times over by corrupt Novians. Tell me, Your Majesty, what version of the legend have you heard? I heard that ages ago a tyrant sought to conquer and destroy every monolith. Doing so would have stripped the Novians of their artifacts. The world would have been its end. Lies, Your Majesty. My research into the archives reveals that the narrative only started surfacing a century ago, completely contradicting the ancient texts. Forgive my presumption. The true you was benevolence. You never wished to destroy the monoliths, nor did you intend to deprive the Novians of their artifacts. You simply sought to conquer the monoliths to manage them personally, to produce artifacts more efficiently and bring true prosperity to Nova. Tragically, the greedy Novians didn't comprehend your vision. They betrayed you when the glorious name of the tyrant fell, twisted into the title of boss. The word boss was originally used to describe powerful stellar-roids within the monoliths. By equating you with those monsters, they intended for those future generations to see that the tyrant was nothing more than an oversized stellar-roid, a clever way to erase the true legend. Well, your version of the story is certainly creative, I'll give you that. But even if that's the absolute truth, what makes you so sure I'm the tyrant? I'm that tyrant. I'm just an amnesic trekker, found in the desert and saved by the new Star Guild. I only managed to reactivate a company because of the Seal of Grace on my phone. No matter how you look at it, my life story doesn't exactly scream legendary tyrant, does it? Your Majesty, that charm on your phone, it's the King's Seal of Grace, isn't it? Yeah, but doesn't every company have one? If I may be blunt, initially I refused to believe you're the tyrant too. However, in a single hour, you crushed credit trading in the company war, seized the soldier seal, so I had to reconsider. Ancient text prophesy that the vanished tyrant will return like a lightning bolt to reclaim power stolen by traitors. Your actions mirror those prophecies perfectly. That's just a coincidence. I didn't fight credit trading just to get a seal. What if I add this to the picture? Seal of Grace? Every company knows that there's a lost seal in the fillet. We've all poured endless fortune into the search, but to no avail. Months ago, but the Big Three appeared. Their power and intellect far surpass ordinary monsters, so I suspected a link to the seal. We hired elite mercenaries in the armies of trekkers. It took massive resources just to capture one, the Blade of Jade. Alas, it didn't have what we wanted. Yet the moment you arrived, Your Majesty, you took down the other two with ease. And that elusive seal, the surface in the Garden of Parasite, as if drawn to your very presence. For now, this bishop is merely on loan to me, but it's unquestionably yours. Before you reactivated the Boss Accord, the major companies had gone to full century before discovering a single new great seal of grace. Yet, since your awakening, you've secured 3 seals in barely 4 months. The King, Soldier, and Bishop. Of these, both the King and the Bishop were known only through vague legend. No one else but the true tyrant could achieve such a feat. I mean, again, guard a parasite. Seems stronger, but it doesn't matter. I will destroy both you and that thing for good. There's a hole in your trunk. Is that? Zuka, I did it! I got that thing! I succeeded! It was me. I'm the one who defeated the Garden of Parasite. That Lady Grey works for you, so you're the one responsible for the disaster of the Trekker camp. Please, quell your anger, Your Majesty. That wasn't my intent. My order was for her to find clues about the seal. I never knew she'd go to such extreme against her subordinates. I've already punished her with the magic seed implanted in her body. The toxins will torment her, fate worse than death, until you decide to oh shit. So the master behind Lady Grey was Joseph, and Lady Grey and Joseph was you all along. I offer no defense for that. But please hear me out. Everything I did for you. Behold. Outside the window below the unit of harvest, ranks of intelligent plants march in perfect military formation from the greenhouse district. They pour a sharp salute! The First Legion of the Gen 2 intelligent plant salutes you, Your Majesty. You can already handle basic combat logistics. In time, they will serve as an auxiliary corps under your command. Mass production of the stronger, smaller 3rd Gen is imminent. With the Jade Grass's boost, we expect 10,000 units a week. A legion of plants. 10,000 a week? Darcy, I keep saying this is for me, but I never asked for it. What am I supposed to do with the botanical army? Whatever you desire, Your Majesty. For instance, why not use them to conquer the world? You gave everything for Nova, only to be betrayed by those treacherous ingrates. They carved up your power like a feast. It must have been agonizing. Now the time of vengeance has come. Darcy, you got it wrong. I don't remember any of that. It's just ancient legend. Say no more. I understand. Darcy had clasped my hands tightly. Your Majesty, I know the taste of betrayal. You lost your memories because you chose to forget the pain. You vanished for a millennium because you could no longer bear to look at this filthy world. But it never got better, even after all those years. If anything, humanity is even more beyond saving. All those years, I've quietly built this army, waiting patiently for your return. Before you reappear, my research hit a wall. We faced insurmountable chasms in both yield and quality. But the moment you arrived in Filet, everything fell into place. The sealed grace from the Garnet Parasite boosted their intelligence, and the Jade Grass allowed for mass production. Come to think of it, Nezuko, the one who secured the Blade of Jade, is your subordinate too. Sure, this was all part of your divine arrangement. I still don't get Darcy's obsession with the tyrant. But it's clear she's already cast me as the tyrant of her imagination. Your Majesty, accept my allegiance. Command this army and bring the hammer of judgment upon the treacherous Nova. Look on her face. She's dead serious. If I accept her allegiance, I'm definitely getting dragged into a disaster. But if I refuse, how am I even leaving this office alive? Friends hasn't made a sound, and frankly, she's equally terrifying. My word is law. My word is law! Let's go with this one, option 3. My word is law. Correct, I am the legendary tyrant. That is the majesty I swore to serve. Please allow me to attend to you. Let me remain by your side. Silence! Who gave you permission to call me that? When did I accept you as my servant? You offer loyalty unasked. You presume to name yourself my vassal. Do you have any respect for the tyrant? I'm terribly sorry, Your Majesty. I overstepped. It was arrogant to offer my loyalty without considering your will. Please, punish me. Enough. Now, take me to see my true subordinates. Yes, of course. Friends, quickly! Your Majesty next door. Understood. Oh no. Her Majesty seems very displeased with me. No, wait. Her Majesty was truly displeased, she wouldn't have spoken to me at all. I see. It's a test Her Majesty is putting me through. In that case, I'll have to prove my worth. I must become indispensable. Oh boy. Lord Almighty. Alright. I guess we'll do with the other choices next. What's next? Skip! About my team. Yeah, the axe are in good hands. Now, where were we? Noi and the others are being looked after. If I don't play long, they'll be in real danger. I'll just have to bluff my way through. Given Darcy's obsession with the tyrant, she probably won't hurt me. Friends, could you bring me a tree branch and a brick of soil? Yes. Darcia places her hands in mine. I, Darcia, pledge my soul to the Master, to my love and to love what you love and hate what you hate. As my Master seals his pact, my every word and deed shall be bound by your will. I shall serve you, absolute and unwavering. And just that, like that, Darcy, as CEO of United Harvest's Filet branch, became my servant. Oh boy. Next. Playing along is tempting, but I need to shut this down before it gets out of hand. Sorry, Darcy, but I can't accept your allegiance. You got the wrong person. I'm not the tyrant you're looking for. I'm a trucker and the CEO of Boss Accord. The boss is just a job title. My team came to Filet chasing leads on an orphanage. Everything else you piece of go is pure coincidence. Sorry for the mix-up. I understand completely, Your Majesty. The long journey to Filet has clearly taken a toll. You must be exhausted. Ferenz, escort Her Majesty to her quarters. Did you hear a single word I just said? Your Majesty, you're suffering from amnesia. These illusions, that you are a trucker or a CEO rather than a tyrant, are merely symptoms of your condition. As your most loyal servant, it's my duty to cure you. I'll make sure you remember everything. Well, that didn't work. Rippers. Oh shit. This goes like a completely different fucking direction. Alright, well, I guess I'll go to these two first. Lady Tyrant, a moment. Outside the office, Ferenz bars my path for her with her cane. Ferenz, your orders were to take me to my team next door. Why block my path? Lady Tyrant, Lady Darcy's loyalty is absolute. Why did you reject her? As a tyrant, I have my reasons. You don't get to ask why, Ferenz. I have to ask. She's the CEO of this branch. Someone of her rank offers your allegiance and you decline. Why? Ridiculous. Did Darcia put you up to this? Not at all. Purely my own curiosity. Humor me. As I'll ask all you want, I'm done explaining. Now move. Forgive me, Lady Tyrant. Do you realize what you're doing? Darcia pledged herself to me. Disrespecting me, insult her. I call it necessary. Forcing her will here and now. This is how I prove my loyalty. Do you understand? I just got the psycho eyes. Loyal to the servant, but not the master. The title binds Darcia, but holds away from Ferenz. I know Lady Darcia. She's relentless. Your rejection will only paint a target on your subordinates' backs. I'm sure someone in your intellect knows exactly what that entails. This looks bad. You get a warning out somehow. Wait, I can... Vida, Harley Gamber. Tell him to leave me and run. Your command is my will. Transmitting now. Mimicking your tone. Please stall for time while the transmission completes. Now answer the question, Lady Tyrant. Why exactly did you reject Lady Darcia? Like I ever had a choice. Fine, I'll tell you. I may be the tyrant, but my path is nothing like the one she envisions. Different paths? Intriguing. As consent, Lady Tyrant. Got it, Vida. As I understand it, Lady Darcia chose to conquer Nova with the absolute might, solely to lay it at your feet. And exactly what sort of path do you walk, Lady Tyrant? Explosion? But why? Report! The truckers next door have escaped! A few minutes earlier. So this has been there for half an hour. What are they even talking about? Sir Joseph and Lady Graver behind the Golden Nightingale. Mystique had company secrets in their capture, and our fight wrecked the two greenhouses. The Master's probably just being questioned a bit longer. When I accepted that award last time, Lady Darcy had grilled me for a whole hour. You mean after we bait the Garden of Parasite and cleared the Big Three? Yeah, she said she was very interested in monsters. Such a prestigious medal. For me? Are you sure? This must be a mistake.
I had originally intended to hold a formal ceremony to elevate your guild's renown. The late saviors should not go unrecognized. After hearing a story, I realized my thinking was short-sighted. True heroes like you even earn admiration through your actions, not through tedious ceremonies. Wait, Darcy is actually so kind. She really understands what we're trying to do. Is she? If she really understands, why has she posted an army right outside that door? It's Boss. Amber, Darcy is making her move. You're in danger. Get out now! Senpai Vita. Forget about me. Your safety is my best leverage against Darcia. Go! Amber, is that from Cecila? She says we're in danger. Orders from Lady Darcia. Wipe them out! Leave no survivors! Heads up! I hear spellcasting outside. Fuyuka, help me blast the door. Right. How are they ready for us? Don't rush. Form up defense and advance slowly. These truckers are dangerous. Report, the room is empty. Impossible, there's no way out. They smashed through the wall. They're headed for the greenhouses. Friends, what do you think you're doing? How dare you show the disrespect of Lady Tyrant? I'm sorry, Lady Darcia. I was only... Darcia, you got the wrong idea. She only pinned me against the wall to shield me from the blast. Is that true, Ferenz? Yes, that's correct. Then I stand corrected. Escort Lady Tyrant to a secure room. I'll handle the trekkers. At once. Darcia, what do you intend to do with my subordinates? Lady Tyrant, I know exactly what kind of test you prepared for me. I'm far more than all your previous underlings combined. I'll prove it to you personally. That does not sound good at all. Here we are, Lady Tyrant. This is your temporary suite. Please make yourself at home. So, house arrest. Darcia certainly has a unique way of showing loyalty. Is there anything else? Lady Tyrant, why did you take my side back there? Take your side? Hardly, I was just returning a favor. Your tip about Darcy gave me time to warn my team. Plus, you really did take that blast from me. While we're on the subject, why go out of your way to warn me? Doesn't that count as betraying Darcia? Ooh, got a point there. Never ends! How many intelligent plants are there? Darcia trying to carpet all of Nova with these things. No, you pace yourself. Don't burn all your stamina. We'll never get away on foot. I'm getting loxy. Cover me. Copy that. Amber and I are on it. Understood. So many flying guns. They melted those plants in seconds. Stashed those weapons around the greenhouse earlier. Just didn't expect I'd actually use them like this. Foolish trekkers. Only I can offer true loyalty to Lady Tyrant. Fuyuka, Iris, Amber, fall back. I'll hold Darcia off. Nyx, come with us. Stop arguing. Someone has to say and cover you. It's my duty as an inspector. Oh boy. Alright, let's check out this one. This way, please, Lady Tyrant. Under the protection of Ferenz and her soldiers. Under the threat. I am escorted out of the Darcia's office. Ferenz, come on, you know better. I'm the boss in the boss accord, not the tyrant from the legends. Explaining to me is pointless. That call is entirely up to Lady Darcia. Around here, if Lady Darcia says white is black, the black and then is black. And since she says you are the legendary tyrant, well, and I am the tyrant. It's ridiculous. You're illegally detaining me. Need I remind you where we are, Lady Tyrant? This is Night of Harvest. Your companions are guests here too, so I wouldn't try anything foolish if I were you. We're simply following Lady Darcia's orders. Please don't make this difficult. Using everyone's safety as leverage. Darcia? Your temporary quarters, Lady Tyrant. Please make yourself at home. Do not leave this room. If you need anything, simply ask and I'll have it ready. How long do you plan to keep me here? That depends on you, and Lady Darcy, of course. Though I imagine if you were to suddenly remember that you're the Tyrant, your stay might be shorter. Why does it have to be me? It's not my place to speculate. Perhaps only your specific talents meets Lady Darcy's standards. Now hand her over your phone and uniform. We'll show them to your subordinates for their peace of mind. They're your leverage against me, and I'm your leverage against them. Is that it? Lady Darcy believes you are surrounded by treacherous influences. She thinks you're the reason you see yourself as a trucker and not the tyrant. That's why you separated us. By the way, what if I don't give you the phone? Lady Darcy has authorized me to use force, provided I don't cause you any harm. However, I would prefer not to exercise that privilege. If you're humoring my curiosity, then an answer I might bend the rules. I'll take the uniform, but you can keep the phone. What's the question? You could easily feign acceptance of Lady Darcy's loyalty. Why did you still choose to refuse? She keeps saying Lady Darcy, yet asks something that completely undermines her master. Is she testing me? Or does she have her own agendas? No big reason. I just can't agree with her philosophy. That's all. Doing that choice endangers both you and your subordinates. Didn't you just say this is a United Harvest? We were never safe here, no matter what I chose to do. I don't care about the legends. I just want to be the boss my companions trust. The person they trust, The trust between you is truly inviolable. Very well. To honor our agreement, I won't ask for the phone. Glad you're satisfied. Speaking of which, where'd you pull that suitcase from? This? It's my luggage. Don't worry, just the bare essentials. A change of clothes and a makeup kit. I only asked you to change because of that cheap uniform insults your status. As for the phone, never actually had to hand it over. Lady Darcy instructed me to stay by her side, to ensure those scheming subordinates won't let you lead you astray. And that force you mentioned earlier, that was bluffing. How else would I learn your true thoughts without a little lie? However, when I said I envied the trust between your companions, that was the truth. Go ahead, contact your friends, say whatever you need to say. Well, doing this go against Lady Darcy as well. Aren't you worried she'll punish you? As long as I'm attending to you, you can't possibly be led astray. Besides, I'm quite curious to see exactly what kind of boss you intend to become. Oh boy. She's asleep. Oh man, I'm sleepy. It's been there forever. What's taking so long? Boss is undoubtedly discussing complex executive matters with Darcia. They're both CEOs, after all. It's high-level strategy. Since Darcia is so nice, she probably won't blame Master even though we destroyed the greenhouse, right? Darcia's already said that it didn't matter. Besides, wasn't she the one who saved our skins from Rins back there? Why are there so many people staring at us? It's boss. Amber, is everyone okay? Boss, we're holding up and we have food and water. There's a ton of United Harvest soldiers watching us. I need a favor. Find a way out of the city. Head to the trucker camp and link up with the Petal Bloom. Leave the city? But you're still in Darcia's office. Don't worry about me. Darcia has me under house arrest. I can't escape right now. If things get dangerous, just run. You guys get out safely. You can't use you as leverage against me. That's the only way I'll have any bargaining power. Soldiers outside the window. Inside too. Looks like they read our minds. Gotta find a way out here. My chest feels tight. You help me get to the infirmary. You again? Make it quick. Don't fall behind on your quota. You intern, go give her a hand. That's it. Oh, use a trick Nyx taught me. Hope she takes a hint. It hurts. Amber? Amber, are you okay? What's happening? Chest. Tight. Need. Infirmary. Infirmary? Oh no, it might be cardiac what the fuck? Don't you mean cardiac arrest from overexertion? We have to get her to the infirmary immediately. Hold it. Lady Darcy is our absolute. No one leaves this room. You're signing protocol now. She's from the boss accord. Lady Darcy's on her guest. If she collapses in your watch, are you taking the fall? Well, Lady Darcy wants a partnership with boss accord. Our wars are technically just protection. If a VIP gets hurt, it's our heads on the block. That's true. I can't just let them walk out and monitor. Wait, I've got it. Clear the way. Sit close to them. We'll escort them there ourselves. Here we are. Welcome to my infirmary. Infirmary? There's a cot, sure, but it looks more like a hidden corner of the greenhouse. What kind of place? Coming call from Lady Darcia. Yes, Lady Darcia, we have eyes on the checkers now. Understood. Limit the checkers. And Nyx. Leave no survivors. Hey, what are you doing? Leave no survivors? Wait, that means... Darcy's making her move now. Something must have gone down. Where's all that firing coming from? Is this the compliance department's trap? Fast reflexes, Amber. Just in time. In here, my feathers have room to work. Several floating guns, matching than one in Nyx's hand, burst from the shrubbery. Pinned from by crossfire, the United Harvest soldiers dragged the wounded in retreat. Phew! Finally shook him. Hey Amber, about faking sick. Did you know Darcy was gonna turn on us? Wasn't me. It was Boss. Look, a message from her. Master's under house arrest? How did this happen? No time to chat. Soldiers are back. I'll cover you with the feathers. Go! Head for the main gate. I'll start Loxy. Meet me at the entrance. Oh boy. It's a battle! It's a battle. Well, I say that. There it goes. Implants? I'm out of here. Fuck this place. Goddamn, it just keeps going. Fuck me. It's hard to put up. It's hard. I guess I'll do this one real quick since that's technically that's a new episode. So, let's see what this one's about. After Darcy had pledged her loyalty, she summoned my companions to her office and explained how I had to come to be elevated as a tyrant. Lady Darcy, what are you talking about? Boss is your master? No, do not insult her majesty with that shallow false name. Her true honorific is tyrant. Boss from Boss Accord. Is legendary tyrant? Kind of lost here. That's just Darcy's side of the story. Boss, working your magic again. How'd you get the Darcy so obsessed with you? She's acting like she'd do anything that you ask her to. Don't phrase it like that. She's just stubbornly believes in the tyrant she worships. Got it. If a starving stray cat thinks you have food, it follows you around and waits to be fed. So Darcy is basically the same? That's not it at all. She's the executive director of United Harvest's Flay branch. What could she possibly lack? Anyway, let me keep her calm for now and see if I can get any information about the orphanage out of her. Then we'll find a way to find a chance to escape. Routes out of United Harvest and Flay are already scouted. Having you around really helps, Amber. Hey, Darcia, servant of the tyrants? As the executive director of the Flay branch, do you have any idea what you're saying? Next, you truly don't understand. Everybody out of the Harvest, me as executive, Renz as director of operations, you as an officer sent by HQ, even the clerks in shops and workers in the fields. Are we all servants of the Senate? If that's the case, abandoning that vermin of a Senate and pledging myself to the tyrant instead isn't only natural. Darcia, you've gone insane. Next, where are you going? To report this to HQ. Why? Are you gonna stop me? Friends? Letter. Understood. Darcy, I have a question. Your Majesty, you don't have to worry. Nix can't escape the company. The Gen 2 intelligence plants have every corner of the company's covered. Can't escape, huh? So she has thought of everything. Looks like agreeing to her terms first was the right call. I shall play along. That's not what I meant. You mentioned abandoning that vermin of a Senate. Yes, I meant that. It's simply a natural progression. Even comparing yourself to those creatures is itself an act of major disrespect. Are you planning to split the Flay branch from United Harvest, since you've already secured a seal of grace? I never considered that. Perhaps you should decide the Flay branch's future now, Your Majesty. I walked right into that. Still, maybe we could turn this into something good. We shall raise wages. More leaves for everyone, too. Gen 2 intelligence plans can replace heavy labor on farms and production lines, let them, but no layoffs. This company was built on a collective effort. Don't reduce it to a cost and profit alone. Understood? Your Majesty's plan is truly brilliant. Now everyone at the Flay branch will be grateful to you, the Lady Tyrant. Darcy is extremely respectful to me. Her loyalty doesn't seem fake, too. What about Joseph and Lady Grey? They are currently detained in the interrogation room in the Ash District for offending you. I recommend execution for this unforgivable act, Your Majesty. Get them locked up, there's no rush. Need a rush. Executing them now would complicate the Intelligent Plant Project, wouldn't it? Think about the mercenaries. You're right, but offending Your Majesty is a capital crime. And their knowledge and experience have long been yours anyway. Is that a metaphor, or does she mean it in a literal sense? We'll come back to that. Now that the United Harvest matter is settled, I should ask about the orphanage. One more thing. What exactly happened at the Ash Orphanage and more? Where did Aunt Allie and the children go? How did the orphanage end up with that dead? Friends, you explain. You're the one handling it. Yes. 2 summers ago, acting on Lady Darcy's orders, I went to Amore. Lady Ferenz, it's been over an hour, but our scout squad has not returned. Doesn't look good. Our just showed that the orphanage had only had a matron named Allie and some children. They shouldn't have posed any threat to our soldiers. Then it was an ambush. Stay alert here. I'll go take a look myself. Understood. That's the orphanage ahead. Lights are on, but the children should be asleep at this hour. If it were an ambush, there'd be no reason to leave the lights on as a warning. Wait, this is... Hey, you alright? Still breathing. Looks like you were calling on the conscious. But there were no signs of a fight at all. What happened here? This is... a letter? Esteemed Commander, I'm not sure which company you represent, but your soldiers will be asleep for a full day. Please come back by then. Rest assured, you will not be taking anything that doesn't belong to us. Threat? No. Our order is to retrieve the ancient relic. There's no need for confrontation. Withdrawal. We'll be back tomorrow. Friends! Where'd you take Aunt Allie and the children? Calm down, Noya. We didn't do anything to them. When we returned the next day, the orphanage was already empty. This is the only thing we found in the basement. The recipe dates back a very long time. I believe it may have been the ancient relic itself. Turned out it wasn't what the Darcy was after. So the Tawny Nightingale recipe really was found in the orphanage, just as the mysterious messenger claimed. That only raises more questions. So you're saying Aunt Allie took the kids and moved overnight just like Raina said? That seems to be the case. Whoever was protecting the orphanage neutralized our soldiers with ease. Relocating the children wouldn't have been difficult, and once they had went into hiding, we had no way to track them. How do you explain the debt then? The fact is, I only recently learned about the debt that was pinned on the orphanage. Apparently, to raise funds, they agreed to search United Harvest's archives for organizations that had recently been wiped out. She used those names as loan entities, exploiting information gaps between city-states to secure collateralized loans. So it was a loan fraud. That contract eventually fell into Fane's hands and caused us plenty of trouble and more. Sorry, Majesty. I think things got anything through when I was raising funds. There's no erasing what's already happened. What's behind us now? What exactly was the ancient relic you were searching for beneath the orphanage? I was looking for an ancient map, Your Majesty. According to the legend, it recorded the path that leads to the Tyrant. Although friends never found that map, fate somehow brought us together. Enough flattery. That's all I have for you tonight. It's late. Get some rest. Thank you for your consideration, Your Majesty. This room is reserved for United Harvest's honored guests. Please make yourselves comfortable. I'll have private residences prepared for all of you for late shortly. Please forgive our less than adequate hospitality. Private residences? This is far too much. Since you also stood the Tyrant, there is no need to make a fuss over this modest offering. Your Majesty, I shall take my leave. Good night. And Darcy and Ferenz closed the door, and unsettling silence fell over the room. Hey, what's with the grim faces? Iris, Amber, Fuyuka, and Mina. Come test his mattress. It's insanely comfortable. Well, at least Noya's still acting like her usual self. Darcy may have pledged her loyalty to the Tyrant, but I saw nothing but soldiers and intelligent plants on the way here. Isn't that basically house arrest? I really didn't expect things to turn out like this. Lady Darcy was the big shot behind the Golden Nightingale Commission, but she never intended the investigation of the Tawny Nightingale, did she? Her plan all along was to get you into United Harvest, Stella. I know it's basically probably too late, but I'm really sorry, everyone. Don't be too hard on yourself. What's done is done. Let's figure out our next move. I'm not gonna sleep on the soft mattress. Of course I am, and we're all sleeping together. Smiling or crying, we're still facing the same problem, so why not smile and feel a little better? Alright, enough stressing over what's already happened. We'll get out of this together. Besides, if you want to make a run for it, we'd better eat and get some rest, right? Your Majesty. I'm just so beat, Noya, in a time like this. You're right, we should ease up and get a good night's rest. Then we can figure out an escape plan. Once we make it to the Trekker camp, there's nothing to be afraid of. Fuyuka, can you contact the Petal Bloom? Yes, Master. Alright then, let's all get some rest. Darcy said earlier, should I ask Vida again? Maybe we really should complete Vida's missions to grant that permission. I found a trump card for myself. Huh? When did this... Someone sent me a request in Heartland without me noticing. Back at the warehouse tonight, I got a friend request sent by an anonymous user. The same thing happened to Mystique back then. Fool. You made the wrong choice. You'll regret this. Who are you? Oh, infuriating! They delete me right after sending these messages. This warning. It's really unsettling. Great. Wonderful. It's wonderful. It keeps going! Alright. I guess I'm gonna wrap it up here since I have logged mission 3. Jesus. So, when we come back, we will continue the story and see what happens. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.